I'm Cheyenne Lane and you're in the kitchen with Jesse's Girl. Today I'm going to show you how to make some quick, awesome, amazing, nutritious, tasty meals in under 30 minutes. I'm Cheyenne Lane, better known around Hunt County as Jesse's Girl. This is me at 306 pounds. I was overweight my entire life until I made the decision to live healthier and to become a better me. I made a lifestyle change and haven't looked back since. Fast forward to now, this is me at 155 pounds, 8 years later. Through marriage, babies, and a move across Texas, I'm now healthier than ever before. I'm a busy wife, mom, and a business owner, and I'm here to show you that no matter what you've got going on, you can still make healthy living work for you. I'm an advocate for living an active lifestyle, and I'm all about making regular recipes just a little lighter. Thanks for joining me in my kitchen. Now let's get to cooking. First up is roasted broccoli and cauliflower. Now I know, you may not like broccoli or cauliflower, but have no fear. I'm going to show you one way that I would like for you to try it before you write it off for good. So many people that don't like vegetables or say they don't like vegetables or think that they don't, love them once they taste them roasted. So I've got one whole head of cauliflower. I've just taken it out of its plastic package and rinsed it and dried it on a paper towel. You kind of want to break the stem out with a big steak knife. I think it works well. And then you just break off the little florets like that. It's dry, it's going to roast really well. We're going to put it on a foil covered baking sheet in the oven at 400 for about 25 to 30 minutes. We're going to coat it in olive oil and garlic and all kinds of good yummy spices. Cauliflower is so good for you. And it has the consistency when cooked of a potato. Not really the taste of a potato, but a lot of people use it as a sub in soups, casseroles, different dishes with chicken. Really good. A lot of people substitute cauliflower for macaroni as well. I've done all of that and I like it. I'm a fan. People can rice it and use it as rice. It just cuts down on carbs. It's just a lower calorie, lower carb, less starchy substitute. Love it. So once you get them about this size right here, maybe 2 inches, you can just throw them on your baking sheet. Now you can use parchment paper if you wish. I love foil. Good old foil works great. You can use either one though. Just chop this cauliflower all up. Now of course, as you go, you want to clean. It's less cleanup whenever you're cooking and meal prepping if you just clean as you go. If you cut something off that doesn't belong in your meal, throw it in the trash or throw it in a bowl, trash bowl, discard bowl, and then dump it all at the end. You don't want to be running all over your kitchen to throw things in the trash, so if you have a trash bowl on your counter, that works awesome too. Wherever your workspace is, you want it to be workable. You want to be working smarter, not harder, even in the kitchen. We're all busy. Ain't nobody got time to be cooking dinner for 2 hours every night. So that's why I like to show you how good and filling and simple these meals can be, and absolutely full of flavor too. Okay, so almost all of the cauliflower is in, and the next thing we're going to do is add the broccoli to it. There we go. And we have, oh, that was a little big. Okay, perfect. And then I think we are going to just put some of these big pieces in there too. And I'll reach back and get my broccoli. I've had that rinsing. No, I've had that drying. Okay, we're going to cut the hard part off of that too and just kind of leave the florets. Get rid of this whole stem part. In our trash bowl it goes. And you can just kind of break them apart like that and leave a tiny bit of the stem. Okay, that's a hard part, so I'll cut that off, put the broccoli on. See how simple this is? Literally all there is to it is prepping. The baking doesn't take too long, 25 to 30 minutes, and you can get something else done while it's in the oven. So the broccoli goes on. Now in a package of broccoli, when you buy it fresh, it comes with 2 heads like this. And I'll just go ahead and do all of them. I think that is perfect. You can add this once it's roasted. You can, of course, we're gonna use it as a side today with our meal, but you can, of course, add these roasted vegetables to a stir fry, to a soup. You can eat on the leftovers for lunch throughout the week, take them to work and snack on them. They're so good. Top them with some dressing, with some Greek yogurt. Ranch would be good. Change it up. I love making leftovers into another meal. All right, almost all the broccoli's done. We got one more chop here. Okay, so it's all evenly layered on this sheet. What we're gonna do is get rid of our mess here, get it out of our way for a second. Pull the pan closer to us. We're gonna drizzle liberally with olive oil because we're gonna just toss this with our good old hands. Okay, probably about 1/8 of a cup or so, okay? We are going to get our handy dandy minced garlic. This is one of my very favorite ingredients to have on hand in the fridge. Love using fresh garlic, but sometimes I don't have time to chop it all up. So I use this, grab it out of the fridge and call it good. So we just sprinkle that right over the top of everything. Okay, we're gonna use lemon pepper, about a tablespoon. Sprinkle it all over. Lemon pepper. The next thing we're gonna use is paprika. I love dried spices. They're absolutely amazing. Of course, if you don't like spicy food or somebody in your family doesn't like spicy, you can not go as liberally on the paprika. Oven's ready. And then we're just gonna sprinkle fresh cracked sea salt all over the top. Pretty liberally. You wanna get these flavored up really good, especially if you're like me and you're trying to get your husband to try and or like vegetables, broccoli and cauliflower. Okay, so you just get right in there with your fingers, get it all coated, make sure everything has equal parts seasoning and olive oil. Looks good, smells good, So super good. Now make sure it's all in an even layer, single layer, so that everything gets kind of crispy and good evenly. You want everybody to be kind of coated the same. Okay, that looks pretty incredible. I'm gonna wipe my little hands on a towel. We're gonna get it in the oven. It's preheated and ready for us at 400 degrees. That's going in. Hang out and we'll show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. Stay tuned to In the Kitchen with Jesse's Girl. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Auto Doc, a family-owned and operated auto repair facility since 1989.
Hi, Julie. Hi, Marianne. How may we help you?
Doc, I think my car's sick. What can you do to help me?
Well, you came to the right place.
Doc will change your oil or make major repairs such as brakes, air conditioning, exhaust, shocks, tune-up, or even major surgery.
Clear.
Come and let the technical team at AutoDoc service all of your automotive needs.
Hey, this is Paul Kelly with Allstate Friendly Insurance with a way to save you money or make you money. If we can't save you $300 on any of your insurance, we'll give you $30. We have been in Greenville for almost 30 years at 9801 Wesley Street. Our phone number is 903-274-4949 and web address is allstatefriendlyinsurance.com. Give my folks a call, see if we can save you $300 on any of your insurance, or we'll give you $30 at 903-274-4949. God bless.
That cauliflower and broccoli is smelling so incredible. I just turned it halfway. It's been in about 15 minutes. I just kind of turned it and tossed it with some tongs. Now I've got some red potatoes. I've got 6 red potatoes, medium size. The cookbook calls for 8 to 10 small ones, but these are all kind of medium to large, so that's what we're gonna go with. Red potatoes that have been washed and scrubbed, and they've dried now. Now, some of you are counting carbs, and that is okay. You probably don't want to use a ton of potatoes in your dishes, but if you don't care and you are eating potatoes in your diet, but you still want to be health conscious, choose red potatoes. They are nutrient dense, very nutritious, very good for you. Other potatoes like Yukon Gold or white russet potatoes, they don't have good nutrients. They're not filled with nutrition. So red potatoes are very good for you. So choose that over any other ones. Some are big, some are small. You can get the small red new potatoes for bite-sized stuff, or you can just cut them in chunks like we're doing like for this dish. So we're just gonna get all 6 of them chopped up here, and we are going to make the recipe in the cookbook is called baked pork chops, but you can do any meat like it mentioned. So today we're gonna use chicken breast. I've got 3 chicken breasts thawed and tenderized, and so they're flat. They're gonna cook up in no time. You can also use round steak, beef round steak for this dish. The cooking times may alter just by a few minutes, but not a huge deal. All right, so we'll get rid of our bowl, grab our casserole dish, and we will just go ahead and start layering everything in. We are gonna start with the chicken. Regular chicken breast, I've got 3 here. You can use 6 small pork chops or 3 large chicken breasts, which is what we're doing today. So you just kind of put it on one side of the casserole dish. Okay, put that out of our way. We are going to scoop the potatoes into the other side of the casserole dish. Just use your knife to scrape them right off of your cutting board. Not much prep time at all. We had a runaway potato, that's okay. All right, so then what we're gonna do, I'm gonna cut that one more time. You want them all to be kind of cut evenly so that they all cook to perfection. Perfect. Now I've got 2 15-ounce cans of drained green beans. You can use fresh if you want, of course. Frozen works too. You might have a little extra water, but canned is awesome. I always have canned vegetables on hand for soups and stews and things of that nature, so they also work perfectly in this dish. Of course, they're already cooked, but they're just gonna get tender and flavorful and just soak up all of the flavors of the dish. Okay, so I will switch spaces here. We're gonna use, well, let's see. We can go ahead and chop up our onion so we can put that on top of our meat. So I've got half of a purple onion. You can use white or sweet onion, whatever you prefer. I'm just gonna kind of separate it, sprinkle it all over the chicken breast. It'll be perfectly golden, amazing. It'll caramelize a little bit. Really soak up all that flavor. Okay, perfect. That looks just incredible. So we're gonna use 1 envelope. This is a 0.9-ounce envelope, just a standard size of ranch dressing mix. That's gonna add a ton of flavor and herbs to our potatoes and green beans, especially the chicken. So you just kind of sprinkle it right over. And if that's not enough flavor, we are adding a packet also of Italian mix. It's just dried herbs, essentially. You can make your own. I'm having some trouble opening that. There we go. Getting stuck on me. Okay. Now for the ranch dressing, I use the dill one. You can use just the regular one, but I love dill. Okay, so the Italian seasoning goes in. That's the one with dried onions added. Of course, use whatever you choose, whatever you find in the seasoning aisle that just tickles your fancy that day. Okay, so we have all of the seasonings in. We're gonna add a little finishing touch, which is bouillon cubes. These are beef bouillon cubes. So many of the recipes in my cookbook, In the Kitchen Again, that you can buy for $20 on my Facebook page, In the Kitchen with Jessie's Girl. So many of the recipes in that book call for bouillon cubes. You're saving so much money and so much sodium by using bouillon seasoning rather than broth packed with sodium. I use these in water, or just add 1 or 2 of these to soups and stews, casseroles like this, anything baked. Even in the queso, I use this. It just adds that deep beef flavor. There's also a tomato one and a chicken one. So absolutely incredible. So here's what it looks like. We've got the chicken, the layered green beans, the potatoes, everything is just looking amazing. So we're going to drizzle it with olive oil. We're gonna use about 3 tablespoons because you want it to cook down in there and get all those potatoes crispy. Okay, I think that looks just about golden. It's gonna bake at 350 for about 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, just the same as the roasted veggies did, but we're gonna turn down the heat from that 400 to 350. All right, so we are about to get the roasted broccoli and cauliflower out of the oven. Smells incredible, looks incredible. Put it right here on the island. Ooh, that looks so good. Crispy, crunchy, good, tender. the meat of those vegetables, I cannot wait to dig in. I'm gonna let them cool for a little bit after I just scrape them off the pan a little bit. And we will taste them here in just a minute. Yum, yum. Okay, we are about to taste some of this incredible, delicious roasted broccoli and cauliflower. Grab my little towel here. Bring it over here to us. We are about to make some incredible dessert that is pretty sinless. But before that, I've got to taste this. Okay, a little piece of broccoli. I don't know why I ever thought to pair lemon with vegetables, but I did, and I've never been sorry about it. It's incredible. So good. Tender, so delicious. You can taste the layers of flavor. Got some cauliflower. So good. I could eat the whole pan. You can thank me later.
Hi, I'm Bob, the owner of Bulldog Carpet Cleaning. Bulldog Carpet Cleaning is a family-owned business that has been serving the greater Hunt County area for over 20 years. We provide service to business and residential customers. Carpet, tile and grout, concrete, upholstery, we clean it all. So that you will never be surprised by a stranger showing up at your door, let me introduce my team, Dustin and Matt. Call today, 903-356-0207, or visit us online at bulldogcarpetcleaning.net.
AutoDoc, a family-owned and operated auto repair facility since 1989.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Marianne. How may we help you?
Doc, I think my car's sick. What can you do to help me?
Well, you came to the right place.
Doc will change your oil or make major repairs such as brakes, air conditioning, exhaust, shocks, tune-up, or even major surgery.
Clear.
Come and let the technical team at AutoDoc service all of your automotive needs.
Fancy schmancy fruit salad from the cookbook. You have to get my cookbook in the kitchen again. It is full of 72 regular recipes made a little lighter. So some recipes call for radishes instead of potatoes, or maybe half and half, something crazy like that, or like a sugar-free pudding or skim milk, things like that, just to cut a few calories and just get you going on your health journey. Okay, so we are going to be making a fruit salad. And instead of a sugary dressing, we're gonna put a sugar-free pudding. And I've just got a reduced calorie, sugar-free, it doesn't matter what brand, but I'm using lemon. 25 calories per serving if you do a 4th cup serving. We're gonna use less than that because literally this is gonna make enough for 6 to 8 people. So you're gonna be cutting it in half. So literally 12 calories. I mean, you can't beat that, right? So just a 1 ounce little box of that. We'll just keep that over here for whenever we need it. We're gonna use an apple, a blood orange, the juice of half a lemon, and then some berries. I've had them setting in the sink because I rinsed them and I wanted them drained as much as possible. So I've just got some fresh berries. And I'm gonna start chopping. So you can cut them whatever size you want. I like to quarter strawberries because they're beautiful that way. Cut them just in 4ths, they look gorgeous for this kind of thing. They are perfect bite-sized pieces no matter how big or small the strawberry is. Quarters look gorgeous. Now if I were making a salad, I have a spinach strawberry salad in the cookbook too that's divine, sweet and savory. You can make it a meal by adding chicken, but I like to cut those strawberries in slices because it just looks prettier that way with the salad. But in this, you want bite-sized pieces. They just look so pretty. Perfect for your kids, perfect for you. Everybody's gonna love it. You can use this as a snack or breakfast food over yogurt or oatmeal, or as a dessert. Top it with whipped cream, or don't because it's sweet enough because we're using that Jell-O mix, Jell-O brand, but pudding mix. Now this strawberry is a little bigger, so I cut it into 6 pieces. You can totally do that. We are gonna use maybe about a cup of sliced strawberries. You can use any variation of berries. The actual recipe in the cookbook calls for blackberries, and some canned fruit, but I don't have canned fruit right now because the fruit that I have is already so beautiful, so fresh. I just haven't bought canned, I've just bought fresh. Sometimes frozen, sometimes dried, but right now this is what I've got. But that is the beauty of my cookbook and all the recipes that I create. Everything's versatile and you can really mix and match. There's not a ton of baking involved. There's a lot of prepping, mixing, creating, and cooking, but not a ton of baking. So you don't have to be precise like you do in baking. Okay, so I think that we are good on the strawberries. That looks pretty good. We'll put these to the side. We'll do the same amount of blueberries, and I'm just gonna sprinkle them into my hand, view them, look over them and see if there's any stems. Yep, there's one stem. Sometimes they get lost in there. We'll put them in our little trash pile, and maybe one more good handful. Okay, I think that handful was stem free. All right, about a cup of blueberries. We are gonna chop up, get rid of some of these strawberry stems. We're gonna chop up one apple. I just have a red delicious apple. You can use anything you have. Granny Smith would be good. That sour tart against the sweet pudding mix we're about to put in here. I just cut all 4 sides off of the core, leaving the core in the middle. And then you just wanna cut it in very thin slices because we are gonna cut these in bite-sized pieces too. You can peel the apple if you want to. I like to leave the skin on. There's a lot of nutrients in there that I like to get, fiber, vitamins, but totally up to you. Not a huge difference either way. You do your thing. Okay, got our apple sliced in. It looks so good. It's fresh and great. And the apple is gonna keep its beautiful, vibrant white color because we are gonna put some acidity in here with the orange juice and the lemon juice. All right, that's our apple. Quick work, right? Not so bad. So we're just gonna chop it up. I'll just line a few pieces up, get a few slices done at once. Work smarter, not harder. It looks good. I love that red, beautiful color. It's gonna be awesome against the pinkish strawberries and the blueberries. Okay, now like I said, you can add any fruit you want. Bananas would be good, and I feel like they would stay fresh for a while because you are adding that acidity of the lemon and orange. Canned mandarin oranges are really good, or jarred. Pineapples, anything like that. Okay, so I'm gonna scoop my citrus off the board so I can scrape this in there, get our apple in. Okay, that looks gorgeous. I'm so excited to try this. My kids are gonna love it too. So we are going to put in, I've already taken the seeds out of this lemon, cut it right in half, scrape the seeds off the top, super easy. If you haven't scraped the seeds off, what you'll do is just hold your hand like this and you can catch the seeds as you squeeze it. Turn it around in your hands, use your fingertips. Lemon juice. I think I missed a little seed. There's one. Let's get that right out of there. Okay, now we're gonna put the juice of the orange. This is a Cara blood orange, and it is literally the sweetest orange you'll ever taste in your life. It's so good, really sweet, really fresh, absolutely incredible. They're hard to peel, I will tell you that. So if you're trying to slice them and peel them for your kids' lunches or your work lunches, you're not crazy if you feel like it's difficult, because it is. Okay, and if a little bit of the pulp gets in there, that's okay. It's gonna add some texture. So good. You can throw these in water so that you don't waste them. So you can have a little bit of that infused fruit flavor and get some of the nutrients in your water. Or you can boil it on a pan, add some cinnamon, a cinnamon stick with some cloves and just these lemon and orange pieces. Simmer them on the stove and it'll make your whole kitchen and house smell incredible. Okay, so we've got our lemon juice, our orange juice, and then our fruit in there. We're going to sprinkle this package of pudding mix. You don't prepare it. It's really as simple as just sprinkling it right over. Now I'm gonna use my spatula and just kind of toss it in. Toss it around, coat the fruit. Oh, it looks good. It's gonna look pretty powdery. But as the fruit sits for a little bit in the fridge, it's gonna water down a little bit, and the juices from the fruit are gonna emit. The powder's gonna coat everything from the pudding, and it is going to be incredible. Okay, so everything's coated and it looks kind of cakey. That is what you want it to look like. I've got some almond extract, just a few little sprinkles, probably a teaspoon. It absolutely just adds the best flavor. You've never tasted anything like it. Almost like an amaretto cheesecake is kind of what it's like. Now, if you use cheesecake pudding in here, now that would be incredible. I'm using lemon. You can use anything you want. I'm getting a little messy here. That's okay. We can always clean up messes. Now, our last thing to finish off this fancy schmancy fruit salad is poppy seeds. I am just gonna sprinkle them around. You can use chia seeds too. That was about a teaspoon or so. Chia seeds are so good for you. Flax seeds, anything with a little bit of texture and crunch. That's really what it's all about. It looks pretty in the salad and it's good for you. Okay, so they are all stirred around. Let's get this in a serving bowl so you can see what it looks like. Okay, got our bowl. We're just gonna scrape it right into here. Like I said, as it sits, the fruit is going to water down a little bit, but it looks incredible and it smells incredible. You can top it with some whipped cream, like I said, put a mint leaf if you want, but I am just gonna dig right in.
Stay tuned to In the Kitchen with Jessie's Girl. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
It is just perfect timing to get our baked chicken with vegetables out of the oven. Let's check it. It smells good. It looks good. It looks incredible. I think all that. Potatoes are done. The green beans are perfectly charred. Oh man, those potatoes look incredible. That seasoning is still sitting on top and the onions are just perfectly caramelized. We will cut into this chicken and see what we think. You cannot beat a one-pan meal. You just can't. If you've got a picky hubby or picky kids, that's okay. They can pick out whatever they feel like they like out of this pan. Okay. We got some chicken here. It's gonna be hot. Give it just a minute. I can see that Italian seasoning and maybe the dill from the ranch. This does not even need sauce. That is tender and juicy, incredible. I love it. I'm gonna take some green beans with it and part of a potato here. Just cut a little piece off. Very good. Everything done in 30 minutes. Can't beat it. For these recipes and more, visit my Facebook page, In the Kitchen with Jessie's Girl, and tune in next Saturday at 9 to see me again. Can't wait to see what we've got cooking.